All right, fresh fish for dinner. Tonight we're having blue crabs, Maryland blue crabs, but we're down here in South Florida.
Oh yeah. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who's right? This girl.
Whenever I'm cooking up my crabs, this is probably one of your most important ingredients. A little distilled white vinegar. Not much. We don't measure things in my house. We just pour it. About that much. This vinegar is gonna make the crabs a lot easier to peel. Then, salt. Don't be scared to use a little salt. Nice and salty water. It's gonna add a lot of flavor. Take a couple bay leaves. I love the flavor that bay gives it. Throw some bay leaves in there. A little more. About like that. And then comes the good part. Hello, Old Bay. Old Bay seasoning. About that much. Plenty. Don't be scared to use some Old Bay. I love this stuff. Okie doke. Now, next thing we do is wait. We need this to just be rolling, rolling, rolling. If you're gonna cook with crabs, you need a big old set of heavy duty tongs. This is gonna be my secondary soaking pot. Throw about a half a stick of butter in there. Throw that in there, and we'll turn that on later. Now, what I'm gonna do with the butter, I'm just gonna add a little bit of Old Bay. Just like this. Oh yeah. Back here. Old Bay there. We're done with this now. I will add a little more salt to this. About like that. Now this is gonna be my secondary boil. And I'll show you why. But it's gonna, the crabs have to be done before I can show you why. All right, we need this to boil. Just like that. Now this is what we're gonna be dipping big pieces of crab in. This isn't exactly the lid that's made for this, but I put the lid on it just to lock in a little bit of that heat. My butter's all melted down. This is going good. That vinegar just helps the meat separate from the shell. All right, so a lot of people use like newspapers. We don't have any newspapers, so we're just using older towels. I want a big old heavy duty cutting board, a little lightweight hammer. Some people use wood mallets. I like a little hammer. Pliers. You can really get in there and, you know, make use of what you got. Then I like a big pot with a bag in it, so we can take all our shells. As we're done, we can throw them right in there. When we're done, take the bag, close it up, and away we go. So this is how we eat crabs. Let's cook them. All right, so I believe it should be boiling. Oh yeah, that's what you're looking for, a rolling boil. Now, in here, we've got about a dozen nice big blue crabs. Okay. Now, nobody exactly likes to throw crabs into boiling water. If you do, you're a little loco. In the water. Now, I'm going to take these, put them all in there. They're all nice and alive for the time being. He wants to bring his friend with him. Okay. Now our crabs are in the boil. That claw just came off, so we'll throw that in there. Now, with these crabs, I want to give them about 7 minutes. Give them about 7 minutes, and they'll be bright red. At the end of 7 minutes, I'm going to take them off the heat and just let them sit for about 15 minutes in this water. And I'm just going to throw it right there. Please tell me how good that looks. All right, so it's right at 7 minutes, and these should be back to a boil. Once the crabs come back to a boil, they're ready to go. We're there. That's what I'm talking about. Bright red, rolling boil. Those crabs are done. So I'll kill the heat here, and I'm just gonna move them over to the table. All I want to do is just let them sit on the table for about 10 or 15 minutes. They'll start to cool down a little bit, but they're just going to start absorbing a lot of that flavor out of that Old Bay crab boil. The bay leaves, the salt, the vinegar, the Old Bay, it's all going to take effect. And now we're going to show you how to eat them.